In the last few days, fresh discussions emerged about the future of Max Verstappen in Formula One, specifically focusing on his potential move to Mercedes. Toto Wolff has made no secret of his desire to bring Verstappen to the Silver Arrows within the next couple of seasons. Although this seemed unlikely until recently, Mercedes' recovery in performance has shifted the dynamics in the paddock, leading to speculation that they may dominate again by 2026. Verstappen's comments on the new regulations suggest that Red Bull might not maintain their current dominance, adding further intrigue to his potential move. The 2026 season will see the introduction of new power unit and aerodynamic regulations, which Mercedes seems to be the most optimistic about. These regulations will place a significant emphasis on engine performance, reminiscent of the major changes in 2014 that introduced the turbo hybrid era. The 2026 power units will be a more advanced version of the turbo hybrid, featuring a larger hybrid component. Mercedes has made it clear that they do not want any changes to the currently planned engine regulations and have even vetoed extending the deadline for finalising the aerodynamic rules. This steadfast stance, according to Toto Wolff, signals their confidence in leading the field under the new regulations. Mercedes' apparent contentment with the upcoming changes can be seen as a strategic message to Verstappen, indicating their readiness to return to the top. Wolff has openly stated that Verstappen is their #1 target, describing him as the best driver in the sport and essential to their future success. The history between Mercedes and Verstappen dates back to earlier attempts to sign him, which didn't happen because of the team's former driver lineup of Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Verstappen's loyalty to Helmut Marko at Red Bull and the internal dynamics between Christian Horner and Marko have also played a significant role in his career decisions. Recent rumours suggest a potential decline at Red Bull, with key figures like Adrian Newey leaving the team. This has fueled speculation about Verstappen's future, especially given the less certain outlook for Red Bull's performance post-2026. Verstappen's dissatisfaction with the upcoming regulations, particularly the car weight, further complicates the situation. He has called for significantly lighter cars to make them more agile and enjoyable to drive, aligning with broader concerns from other teams and drivers. The confidence Mercedes shows contrasts with the skepticism from other teams. Ferrari, for example, shares Mercedes' optimism about their engine project, while Red Bull faces uncertainty with their new partnership with Ford. The effectiveness of this collaboration, especially regarding the hybrid components, remains a topic of debate. The aerodynamic changes will also diminish the influence of the car floor, an area where Mercedes has struggled under current regulations but expects to improve with the new set of rules. Mercedes' recent performance improvements encourage their case. In recent races, their cars have shown competitive pace, even out-qualifying and outscoring Verstappen in certain instances. This recovery adds credibility to Wolff's pursuit of Verstappen, suggesting that Mercedes could provide a competitive package by 2026 or maybe even sooner. Speculation about Verstappen's potential move to Mercedes includes considerations about the timing. While a move in 2026 or 2027 seems plausible, a shift as early as next season cannot be entirely ruled out, though it appears less likely given Red Bull's current competitive edge. Verstappen's contract at Red Bull reportedly includes a clause allowing him to leave if Marko exits, adding another layer of intrigue to the situation. The ongoing debate about who will master the 2026 regulations highlights the high stakes for teams and drivers. Mercedes' actions, such as their refusal to delay the aerodynamic rules deadline, underscore their confidence. This strategy might be part of Wolff's broader plan to attract Verstappen, demonstrating that Mercedes is ready to lead under the new regulations. Adding to the complexity is the future of Mercedes' junior driver Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Social media discussions have been rife with opinions about his readiness for Formula One, with some criticising the FIA's decision to allow him to compete at 17. Despite a mixed start in Formula 2, Mercedes sees Antonelli as a potential star, comparing him to Verstappen. Wolff's hesitation to confirm Antonelli's promotion may be linked to his efforts to secure Verstappen, suggesting a preference for the proven champion over the rising talent. Mercedes' recent form turnaround has been notable. In races like Imola, Monaco, and most recently in Baku, the team has shown that they can compete at the front once more. At Imola, the Mercedes cars were notably more stable, and in Monaco, George Russell managed to outqualify and outperform Verstappen during the Grand Prix. The trend continued in Baku, where Russell took pole position, demonstrating the team's upward trajectory. The internal dynamics at Red Bull add another layer to this complex situation. The relationship between Christian Horner and Helmut Marko, Verstappen's loyalty to Marko, and his father's disdain for Horner all play into the decision-making process. Recent comments from key figures like Zak Brown suggest that Red Bull may face further challenges in retaining their top talent, with more departures expected in the near future. The debate over the weight of the new cars is also significant. The proposed 30-kilogram reduction in weight is seen by many, including Fernando Alonso and McLaren, as unrealistic. The additional weight from the new hybrid components complicates the issue further, making it difficult for teams to achieve the intended reductions. Verstappen's call for cars to be at least 100 kilograms lighter highlights his concerns about the drivability and agility of the new cars, which could influence his decision to stay with Red Bull or move to a team better positioned to handle the new regulations. Verstappen's future is a topic of intense speculation. While his loyalty to Red Bull and his close relationship with Helmut Marko are well known, the potential decline in Red Bull's competitiveness and the allure of Mercedes' confident stance on the 2026 regulations could sway his decision. Toto Wolff's persistent pursuit of Verstappen underscores the importance of securing top talent in an era of significant regulatory changes. The potential impact of Verstappen joining Mercedes cannot be overstated. His arrival would not only boost Mercedes' driver lineup, but also send a strong signal to the rest of the paddock about the team's ambitions and capabilities under the new regulations. The combination of Mercedes' engineering prowess and Verstappen's driving talent could redefine the competitive landscape in Formula One. In conclusion, the unfolding narrative around Max Verstappen's future and the 2026 regulations highlights the shifting power dynamics in Formula One. Mercedes' confidence and strategic maneuvers, combined with Verstappen's expressed concerns and the potential decline at Red Bull, create a compelling backdrop for the next chapters in the sport. Whether Verstappen remains loyal to Red Bull or seeks new challenges at Mercedes will significantly impact the competitive landscape in the coming years. The interplay of team strategies, driver decisions, and regulatory changes sets the stage for an exciting and unpredictable future in Formula One. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.